Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel or Face podcast. I am one half of the Suplex sibling, HoodieMikey, and I'm with
WillyB, other half of the Suplex siblings.
Bringing you a new episode today. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about. Been a good week of wrestling.
Busy week.
Yeah, busy week. Fresh cut for your boy, you know, much needed.
He caught me lacking this week, y'all. That's all right. But next week, though, we might have to do the pod early next week, too. You know, we kind of,
both gonna be gone. So be on the lookout for an early episode next week. Both of us will be on trips somewhere else. But quick question, man. I'm gonna ask you the question that been very popular around social media, and that is
around IWC.
Who will win a silverback gorilla versus 100 people?
I'm going with I think humans underestimate humans more than anything. I'm going with the 100 humans. I'm going with the 100 humans.
I was leaning towards that way, but I'm gonna go with the gorilla, man. I feel like once the gorilla goes through the first 10 people, then people will probably end up changing their mind. And
I feel like it depends, because if it's something that has to get done, like let's take away like fear and all this stuff like that. If it has to get done, humans gonna get it done.
I think so, yeah. It all depends about strategy, like how.
Yeah, think about not thinking about they're gonna see their 10 toughest drop. They're gonna be, I don't want to go near this. Nah, they gonna get it done.
I guess you're right. I can see that.
We was made in his image. They gonna get it done. Come on now.
Dude, you know that question? You know, since it sparked, it had me to watch Planet of the Apes.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it yesterday.
They got some really good movies. A new one coming out too, ain't it?
I think so. So one down. I think I got 2 more to go. Then I'll be all.
The newer ones, right? You talking about those?
Yeah, the newer ones. Yeah. I'm not going back.
Yeah,
anything before 2000, I'm not watching. But let's switch talk. Go back to wrestling, because we got some news we're gonna talk about. The first news is, of course, the whole Mariah May. Is she gonna leave AEW? But if so, do you think she will fit right into WWE?
I think Mariah May will be good anywhere she goes at this point. She did pretty well in WWE. She did pretty well in AEW. I watched her very closely. I feel like she could have grown to something else outside of let's say my mic output is very high. Let me turn that down a little bit and see. There we go. All right, I'm in the green. Yeah, I feel like she could have grown to something else outside of the Toni Storm sphere of things. I think Mariah May will be good if she goes to WWE. If not, even if she does come back to the AEW, I'm good for that as well. I feel like Tony Khan should have locked her down a little longer if he knew what was going on, but it is what it is. Another star that they was building, and then just for them to go out the door.
That's the question I was going to ask you, because I'm not a big AEW guy, but it seems like somebody get to shine, and then once it's over, they kind of get put on the back burner. Like once she lost the title, we haven't really seen much of her. Like, why is that? Like, could you answer that?
She's kind of on a break now. She's kind of carrying the women's title picture while Toni Storm was away, and all the other stuff. And then after the Toni Storm match, there was like, okay, that was her ending right there. And the Hollywood ending of her feud with Toni Storm. Maybe AEW has nothing for her right now. I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like she's away right now. Maybe she'll be back soon. I know, like when Toni Storm went away after their feud, she actually went to New Japan. So, but I know Mariah May is not wrestling right now. I don't know. Maybe she's just on a break until her contract is up, or yeah.
But I feel like if Toni Storm lose Mariah May, there's gonna be another huge gun punch to the AEW, like losing talent to WWE. You don't think so?
Not at all. Sorry, have you AEW just got Megan Bang.
I mean, yeah, I have been. I've seen,
and Mina Shirakawa is on her way back to AEW. They're perfectly fine. Also, there's rumors that AEW might sign Thekla from Stardom. Yeah, a lot of people give her hate, but maybe she'll come in and AEW. I always say they like heels. Maybe they should come in and bring a good heel into the mix.
But it seems like wrestlers get one run, then they kind of get put on the back burner. Like I feel like Megan Bain may get the Jade Cargill treatment. Like she'll get on this dominant run, and once she lose, I feel like Tony he don't know what to
She already
do
lost.
after the loss.
She already lost. She lost to she lost to Tony Storm for the women's champion.
She did lose.
Yep. And then she but now she's now she just came out and attacked Anna Jay on Anna Jay. She checked her on Wednesday. I don't know. I wonder what's next for Megan Bain as well. So I don't think she's gonna get put on the back burner. I think AEW know they got a future star right there in their hands, and she'll be fine. She's been wrestling all over the world lately too. Megan Bain will be just fine.
I did see that she did lose to Tony Storm, so yeah, that's
to a roll up at that.
Yeah, she did.
I think she'll be back in the title picture soon.
Yeah, but I'm not a big AEW guy. I would love to see.
Well, you better get into it. You know we got coming up.
Yeah, I would love to see not Tony Storm, Mariah May re-sign, just to see him re-sign a talent that kind of developed there. I wouldn't want him to see him lose something that he kind of build up. So
I mean, they had talent to re-sign, like Swerve contract ended, he re-signed with them. And to be honest, we knew he wasn't going back to WWE, but
the women roster on WWE is kind of getting heavy. Like I don't know if she can, where she
Mariah,
can fit.
She's gonna take Tiffany's spot.
The next person who kind of been away from AEW is Britt Baker. I feel like Britt Baker is more so like possible than Mariah May, because I feel like Mariah May probably can get what she asking for Tony Khan, but I feel like Britt Baker is really done with AEW.
I think it's a lot happened backstage with Britt and like the Adam Cole situation, and MJF, all that stuff. Maybe Britt be gone, but I was never really a Britt fan to get into that. But I mean, I could see her in WWE as well, but like at this point, what they gonna do with all these women, like the talent that they have? Because some of them in their roster who just now win a title. Look at Zelina.
That's what I was going to say. Same thing with Mariah May. Like it's the roster just loaded. But I would love to see Britt Baker go to TNA. I feel like she can do some good things at TNA.
That's who needs to be snatching up a lot of these women who's hitting the free edges is TNA. Because they can use them. I know they're understanding on to keep the tag titles going, but they probably got to end that soon and roll some of the women into their women's pitch. I mean, they can keep the women's title, but tag titles, but they just need more. I'd love to see Danny Luna as the TNA champ.
Right now, it's only Masha and Tessa. I don't feel like nobody else really feel like they can.
And they have Rosemary right there.
Who?
Rosemary. They have Rosemary right there. But she's tagging too. Who else? They had Sam Maggie Lee. Yeah, I don't see nobody else moving up to the main title picture for them. They need more. Definitely
I feel like TNA would be perfect for Britt Baker. Going there, she can still make an appearance on NXT. You kind of have the best of both worlds, which I feel like that should be key into getting some of these free agents. WWE can use
the relationship with those free agents. WWE. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like I'd rather have you get them than for them to go into AEW. So you sign them. Maybe we can back you on a check, and
I don't know about that now, man. I don't know if they go back on that.
But I mean, something. You gotta play ball.
I'm hearing AEW bag is kind of deep, so I don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of TNA, they did get somebody to bolster up their women division. They signed India Hartwell.
Indy Hartwell, yeah.
So what your thoughts about that?
That we was right. Remember, we was at Indianapolis at WrestleCon. We saw Steph DeLander walk over to Indy Hartwell and talk to her for a second, and Steph walked back past. I was like, what was that about? She's like, just wait and see. We wait and see. And look, Indy Hartwell's in TNA. Will they team together though?
You asked that question.
Yeah, I did.
I feel like that's a good sign. Like we just said before, they need some more women in a women division. Add somebody like Indy. That's a great sign.
And you saw her match with Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she always been a solid wrestler.
So they were, not to cut you off, sorry about that, but they were attacked in Australia's hottest commodities from 2019 to 2022, they was a tag team. Oh yeah, they were a tag team in NXT as well, wasn't it? Yeah, WWE. Indy Hartwell, Persha Parada. Yeah.
Well, so hey, it could be a tag team TNA.
They ain't had much matches,
But yeah, that was a good sign about TNA, So I think she can thrive in a place like that need more women and fighting for that knockouts champion.
oh
Whether you
yeah,
want to put her in a tag team with Steph or go on as solo, I think she can fit right in.
I agree.
So that's all the news we got so far. Let's move on to SmackDown. We're gonna start
Oh
something
man.
new. We're gonna either pump the brakes and talk about it, or we're gonna keep it pushing. First thing, I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna talk about this
Oh
is
yeah.
Randy Orton versus John Cena at Backlash.
I mean, as soon as I saw it pop up for Backlash St. Louis, I just knew Orton. It gonna be Orton Cena again. Well, as soon as we saw Cena, we knew it was gonna be Orton Cena. Thought it was gonna be Orton and Cody. We could have been either one would have been good, but Orton Cena it is.
I didn't think it was gonna be this early as
Mm.
Cena and Orton, and it kind of felt refreshing seeing a babyface Orton and a heel John Cena. Like,
Babyface for how long though?
yeah, yeah, it is
I don't
true.
know.
And he was cooking on the mic. That whole thing where he told Cena he needs to have kids. I was
It looked
dead.
like he was
Yeah.
trying not to laugh at Cena too. That it was kind of hilarious.
But one thing I would like to, tap into, I don't know if you remember when they faced off and before they can start the match, Randy Orton slapped the ref to get disqualified.
Oh yeah, I remember
Like
that.
Wolf
What if
Rose,
Cena does that?
yeah, roles reversed, and then
People will be
they match.
pissed for a main event
Yeah, that is, I'd be pissed. But Nick Aldis could come out, restart the match. Like that's not how we
and
gonna
do it again,
huh?
and then do it again. It's back
Yeah,
again.
do it again. Well, yeah. But I would like to see them go back and do something like that, just
Good call.
history.
That'd be a good callback. That would definitely
Yeah.
go. We got recalled it just in case that does happen. That'd be a really good callback.
And this story is you don't really gotta build it because it's long history between these two guys.
Yep.
John Cena, 17-time champion. Randy Orton is right behind him at 14. Like,
What if Orton wins too?
yeah. Like everything the build up is gonna be good. It's just when the match get here, it's like
Can
Cena
they go?
Orton's still up here. Cena, you could tell Cena lost a couple of steps. So this match probably gonna be a slow paced match.
Yeah. Orton probably carry a little bit.
Yeah. But overall, I'm still hyped for this, feud because it's still something different because it's like roles reverse. And at first I wasn't too
Also, we don't got to
hot.
see a Cody match.
Yeah.
A Cody match.
I wasn't too high on the Cena heel turn, but his mic skills been great as far as a heel, but I want to see him be a heel in the ring, like
Yeah.
doing some of that the dirty
Some dirty
work that
tactics. Yep.
heels, yeah, that the heels do. But overall, I'm still invested into this whole Cena heel thing. It's nice to see like I said, roles reverse, Orton a baby face, but for how long?
Once in a lifetime, never seen this. Orton babyface, heel
Yeah.
Cena.
Yeah, we finally made it official. Probably gonna be the main event of Backlash. Orton, Cena.
It
We're
better
gonna talk
be.
about predictions
About the other
next
match.
week. Gonna move on to the next one. Pump the brakes or keep it pushing. Fraxium debut.
Fraxium did Fraxium things, about an 8 minutes match. Them and
Yeah.
Los Garzas. I love Los Garzas. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what you think.
To me, I thought Fraxium should have went to Raw. I feel like the tag team division on
We
SmackDown is
called that.
already, it's great. Raw needed something, a shot in the arm with the tag team division.
You know why I feel like they went to SmackDown though? Because of the 3-hour window. I mean, I know Raw has it too as well, but they're not really using it. And versus SmackDown, they're using the whole 3 hours, so they feel like they can probably get them TV time there.
Because Raw
That's
is
why I
like,
thought they went there.
it's 3 hours, but you really don't have a time to like. You
Yeah,
can cut some things up because it's Netflix. Like sometimes when I miss
I mean,
Raw,
they
and I
only
go back the
wrestle for
next
like 30
day,
minutes anyway.
it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yep.
So they're not like you said, they're not really using the whole 3 hours at SmackDown. You can have filler. But yeah, Fraxium debuted. It was a solid match. Wish they would have went on Raw, but it is what it is. Next up, pump the brakes or keep it pushing. Naomi is not done with Jade Cargill.
We gotta pump the brakes on that one right quick. We saw my girl. She came out there and put the beats on Jade. Oh yeah. You saw her tweet though. Shake better out of spandex, So hey.
Yeah, it most definitely pumped the brake. I was hoping they continue this feud.
Oh yeah.
As we see,
Everyone was calling Naomi that she was gonna take a break or something. She showed up.
Yeah, so for a second I thought she may enter the title picture, Jade Cargill, but like something else gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, better yet, Naomi came out.
That's
Hopefully,
gonna protect Tiffy.
Yeah. Hopefully the next match, Naomi find a way to win because we can get a third match.
Oh yeah.
But
Stretch
I
this
want
at
her
least to the summer, right?
Yeah, I don't want Naomi to get buried too quick because then once Jade Cargill finishes with Naomi, what's she gonna do? Go after Bianca Belair and then lose again? So hopefully,
I think that's what she probably get her first crack at the women's title. Maybe she might lose that one, but later on she
Jade
might.
or
Yeah,
Naomi.
nah, Jade probably get her first crack at the women's title after that. Before her feud with Bianca, because I know it's coming, but I don't know how they're gonna do it. Or I don't know if Naomi's gonna beef with Bianca first. We'll just have to see.
It's for sure coming. Like
It's
I said,
damn
I
long
can't wait.
term storytelling, Just gotta wait.
I can't wait to see these ladies put on a second match. Like I said, the first match at WrestleMania was pretty good. I know the second one gonna be pretty good as well.
Oh yeah,
and then of course,
and she did good with Tiffy. This match was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was okay.
It was good. Yeah, I was kind of nervous because it was both of those. I think both of those two first time in the ring with each other. Both of those two is kind of still green,
Yeah, but you
but
saw when she caught her the powerbomb to the Jade.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
But they did pretty good together. For I was kind of nervous, but you got to start doing that, man. You got to start seeing these wrestlers can sink or swim. You can't always protect them. You got to put them in that ring and see what they can. What they
A
can
little
do.
promo before the match was a little cringe, but it's okay. We get them. They'll get there,
But yeah, but I feel like both Tiffany and Jay, we know they're still kind of green, so us as fans is going to be patient with them.
Oh yeah.
So I can see if you like who can I say? We just know it's just horrible, and you just keep feeding us. Who can I say? I was like, why do they keep on my TV? I don't know what I can say.
Like horrible, and they keep showing up on your TV every week.
Yeah, I feel like now we haven't really had nobody like that.
Back then during events, so we always. I don't know. I can't think about now.
But yeah, it's not like that kind of like why is they on my TV every week? But we understand it, and we gonna we gonna vibe with it.
Right.
We also seen the return of Nia Jax. I love Nia Jax. I feel like she's real. Like she's always keeping it real, especially as a heel. She
carried the Smackdown women's division last year.
Yeah,
I'll give her
got
that.
better inside the ring. I enjoy watching Nia Jax. So I'm happy to see her back. Look like
Queen
that
Nia.
may be Tiffy next feud.
About time though. She should. I understand why they didn't do it the first time around, but it's about time that actually happens. Give her a big win over Nia.
Next up, keep it pushing or pump the brakes. New women U.S. champion Zelina Vega defeated Chelsea Green. You want to talk about it?
Zelina before Michin?
Yeah, I feel like it was too early to take the belt off Chelsea Green. She was doing some great work with that belt.
Let me see. How long did she hold the title for? About 100 some days, right?
Yeah,
132 days. Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad. But I feel like it was too early for them to take it off her. But at the same time, what they're gonna do with Zelina now?
Yeah, it's like Chelsea has. Not saying Zelina don't, but Chelsea has like that character that make you want to be invested. You want to see.
I actually like the Secret Harvest. Like, it was something to it.
you want to see her every week. You want to see the Secret Service help her keep the champion. It's like now you take that away. What you gonna
She
do
was
with her now?
almost like building her little bloodline. She could have
Yeah,
kept that title for a little while longer, unless they moving up to the main title picture with that act. I can see that now next. But then on Twitter, it made it seem like she was going away for a little while. So I don't know.
and it's like
Hopefully not.
it hasn't really been building Zelina, and Zelina
Nah.
rarely has been on TV. So it's like,
She just came over from Raw, right?
yeah, like what's like, how are we gonna do this thing? So I'm really curious to see how this title reign, is booked going forward with Zelina Vega. But I'm always happy to see a new face winning champion, but I feel like it was too early for Chelsea Green because she was doing some
Agreed.
great things with that US champion.
Agreed. But shout out Zelina, first singles
Yeah,
title in her wrestling career, actually.
yeah, most definitely shout out to you, Zelina Vega. And speaking of Zelina Vega, Alister Black returned with the same music he didn't get Death Rebel, same entrance and all. Came out and attacked the Miz. You want to talk about it or you want to pump the brakes?
I mean, AEW, he debuted against Cody. He debuted against the Miz. I ain't gonna do that, but I want to see what they got in store for him.
I mean, the Miz was probably the perfect choice.
It's time for him to go.
To throw at Alister
It's time
Black.
for Miz to go.
Go?
It's time for
go
Miz
like
to, go.
to a different company?
It's time for Miz to just maybe backstage or something. Come on, man. He did all he could do. He just taking up TV time at this point.
I still enjoy the Miz.
Yeah, but we can get Karrion Kross in them segments or all this other stuff. Then he had my man's Carmelo down for a little bit.
Actually, this is where I'm kind of like mad about, because now that Alistair Black going after the Miz, what that means Carmelo Hayes somehow get involved, because
He definitely gonna eat them pins for. He gonna definitely eat them pins for the Miz. Yep.
I'm waiting for Carmelo Hayes to get that push on SmackDown that we haven't really seen. Yes, he won Andre Battle Royal, but that's
gonna be it
talent
for a little
right there,
while.
man.
Yeah.
I can see him if it wasn't Jacob 2 having a great US championship run.
Oh yeah.
So
it's like hope. Every time the WWE has they have something, they were like, oh, push him, and then either a return or a new sign to happen, and then that person just get put in the back burner. I mean, I guess that's the business, So I don't know.
Yeah. So it's like his first main roster run. Maybe Triple H in charge now, so things probably be different. Alistair Black, because he is one of the Triple H, favorite. We've seen it down in NXT. So yeah, we just have to wait and see. But hopefully, it'll come at expense of Carmelo Hayes. I'm cool with Alistair Black beating up on the Miz, but don't insert Carmelo Hayes into this feud, because you got something in Carmelo Hayes.
You let him feud with Andrade or something. Get Andrade out of catering or something,
So, last but not least, the Street Profit retained tag team champions. You want to keep it pushing, or you want to talk
about
one?
It? U.S. title number contendership. Drew LA.
Oh yeah, we do. Okay, yeah. We gotta talk about that.
We didn't see the men's U.S. title picture. Well, you want to talk about it, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
We ain't see the men's U.S. title picture shaping up like this. What you think? This
Drew,
two new additions.
Yeah,
Drew and Damien. You think? Yeah.
I think it may be a fatal 4-way
for the U.S. title. Yeah. It'd be a good way to get it off of Jacob, but would they make him lose right away?
I don't think it's.
I mean, it's WWE. They probably would give him. He had him a 30-day ring. I mean, look how they did Braun. Braun probably had Intercontinental champion for 30 days, lost it, then won it back. I don't know. We'll see. Then they just pushed him right into the main title picture.
I mean, you could, but then since John Cena is champion, it's like I don't think he's gonna lose that champion anytime soon. So anybody who getting pushed into the the championship picture is going to eat a pin.
Yeah.
So do you want to rush Jacob 2 into the championship picture if just to lose to John Cena?
They might just want. Well, I mean, they're solo right there, but they might want to. They running back old feuds and stuff. Who else resembles Umaga besides Jacob? Unless they want to bring in Zilla.
I could see LA Knight getting the next crack at John Cena. I can see Drew McIntyre getting the crack.
Imagine that. back and forth on the mic between LA and
Yeah.
Cena.
So I think he's going to get a crack at it. Drew McIntyre maybe, but I think it has been rumored as a draft is supposed to be coming up soon. They haven't really announced it, but it said it will be taking place this year. So maybe they start to change things up. You
Don't
know,
they usually do it like right after WrestleMania?
yeah, around Money in the Bank time.
Oh,
They
okay,
usually
that's
do a
when I
draft.
thought you do it like around this time. Huh.
Yeah, so I can see a fatal after the DQ. I can see a fatal four way taking place where all four of these guys get a shot for the
Who's the four? You
champion.
think?
I think it'd be DP, Drew, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu,
Hmm.
fatal four way.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Then maybe Damian Priest eat the pin. Because you just had LA Knight lose at WrestleMania. I don't think Drew gonna take the pin. Person
I
who
doubt
got
that.
to Damian Priest.
Yeah, I could see he already ate a pin. He lost to Drew, so wouldn't hurt him.
Nah, wouldn't hurt him at all. But lastly, to cap off Friday Night SmackDown, the Street Profit retain, put on the absolute banger of a triple threat
Banger.
match. As much as I love the New Day, this match should have replaced that match at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
I know a lot of people in the WWE universe agree. What was your thoughts about this?
I thought this TLC match was a hit. It was an absolute banger. It's definitely worth. It got a rating on Cage Match 9.34 stars on
Definitely.
520 votes. They had them a
And,
banger of a main event,
and I feel like they went out there with something to prove too. Like they wanted to really tear the house down, and I think
and
they
they did.
did. That spear from Dawkins to
And you saw him hit them big ending too. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was I
You
think
even see somebody's leg get used as a weapon.
I think Street Profits really proved that all of them, all the guys, they really had put on a great match. I think Street Profits really proved that they're the top guys right there in the tag division on SmackDown. We got Fraxon here now too though, but Street Profits, y'all did y'all big one.
I always was high on the Street Profit. I know a lot of people talk about some need to break up, but I feel like they just
Nah,
needed the right run. But both of those guys can cook as tag team.
yep,
And right now we seeing that all you need is a change of character, like a little bit gritty. Like I don't even say they like full heel, but they just kind of like they got a swag to them where it's like they can
they
be
like
good
don't
guys.
underestimate us. Who we compare
Yeah.
them to?
Or they can be bad guys.
Yeah,
So kind of like in
little
between.
tweeners. Yeah,
Yeah. And I feel like Motor City, great as well. Tommaso and Johnny Gargano is great. So all three teams, really deserve to have a title reign. But right now it's the Street Profit time. So really.
I love Motor City, but don't put a microphone in their hands.
So I'm curious to see what's next though, because we already seen these three teams face off plenty of times. You still got pretty deadly lurking in the back. Now you got
Los
Fraxium.
Garza, Fraxium. I
Yep.
would love to
So
see Los Garza's title reign, though. I'm not gonna lie, I would, but not right now. Street Profits is hot. Let
yeah.
them long may they reign.
So I think SmackDown Tag Team could, continue to heat up if they continue to properly utilize these tag teams, which is
Oh yeah,
what they need to do on Monday Night Raw. But
I can't even name five tag teams on Monday Night Raw at this point.
you
I only know
got
3.
War Raiders,
War
New
Raiders, New
Day,
Day, Creed Brothers,
yeah, Creed Brothers,
and
and I guess
Otis
you want to put in
Tazawa.
Otis and
Nah,
Sawa,
who else
Judgment
is
Day,
there?
yeah, JD and
It's time
Finn.
for them to break up too. Had a little controversy going on the socials with Rebellion, the Ultimate X match.
What? Oh yeah, with Moose.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not really, not the ending as well as the catch.
What was the catch?
Leon Slater, the 450 Swanton off the top,
Oh,
and
oh,
they
okay,
didn't catch him.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then the ending was kind of like Leon won that
yeah.
match. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he did get. He did get some feet planted on a mat.
Yeah, his feet hit the ground, then move spirit. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But not to go anything stood out to you. for TNA Rebellion. I know a couple of my favorite matches was the full-way tag team match for the women's knockout tag team. Ash and Heather, the Metaphor Girls, Spitfire, and Gigi and Tatum Paxley. That match for me was one of my favorite.
Metaphor.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna get the dub, but I think the right tag team won. I think Heather and Ash have been really entertaining as of late. I want to see what they're gonna do with Maggie.
And Ash got the pin. Put some respect on her name.
Yeah. And it's crazy to see her. It's good to see her where she came from. Being like Charlotte little sidekick to where she at now. Just really improved. I think she found the right gimmick for her, and all the high praise for Ash, aka Dana Brooke.
She's doing her thing. I said she's doing her thing, and she's TNA Knockouts Women's Champ.
Another match that caught my attention that I
match
really
of the night.
enjoyed. What's your match of the night?
Mike Santana and Mustafa.
Yeah, that match, yeah. Those two guys can go.
Longest match of the night, actually.
How long did they go on for?
19 minutes and 26 seconds. Yeah, about 4 minutes longer than the Ultimate X match, and about 6 minutes longer than the Hardy. I mean, I'm sorry, the main event.
Yeah. You think that's the end of this, or you think it's gonna be?
It's not.
Not.
It's definitely not. I caught at the beginning. This feud is gonna go on through the summer, and I think Mustafa he's helping build Mike Santana into that star that TNA needs. TNA is gonna be Mike Santana soon. You'll see. Yeah.
I was thinking that too. Like, Mustafa Ali he's good in his own right, but I feel like this babyface Mike Santana run just gonna hit different. Like,
he took the reins from Josh Alexander as the guy in TNA. He's gonna run with it. Yeah.
So now it's like, how do I get the champion on Mike Santana? Because you got Joe Hendry, who's also a great babyface. But
Joe can't go like Mike.
But I feel like you got the perfect wild card in Elijah. Elijah heel turn on Joe Hendry. Mike Santana can be the next babyface to get that moment from defeating a heel Elijah. Like, I feel like they got something right there.
I can see that because right now, they got Trick coming up for Joe. I don't really see much for Joe with this title reign. This match, the main event, it wasn't all that. And then they wasn't gonna put. They could have put the title on Frankie, and then Mike could have took it from him. But why Joe? Why would Joe? Joe's not gonna lose that title right now. He was just at main event. He was just at WrestleMania. So yeah, I knew he wasn't losing that main event.
I feel like they really, to me, I feel like they really leaning towards that Elijah versus Joe. Like, something got to
building for that
go
too.
with that, and then I don't know what's next after that, but it seems
they
like
can battle it out on the guitar or something,
And then, so for another one of my favorite matches I'm gonna talk about is Masha Stamovich defeating Tesla. Like, that caught me off guard. That match was a banger.
You know Tesla can go like that?
No, I know Tesla can go, but I thought she.
Or Masha can go.
No, Masha can go too.
Yeah,
I know.
There was some people hating on Masha. They're like, "Oh, Masha's goated." Okay, they need to chill on her.
Yeah, she actually one of my favorite TNA knockouts.
Hey, there we go.
This match was really.
You should watch our GCW matches.
And I feel that's why I said these two is the only ladies that's holding down the knockout division right now. So it's like,
oh yeah.
Now I can see why Masha won, because you can still stretch this feud out, longer until you get some more ladies ready to go after that knockout champion.
Agreed.
And one last match I'm gonna talk about, because none of these matches really stood out to me, but the last match I do want to talk about is, of course, the Nemec brother defeating the Hardys to win the tag team champion.
I heard something that the Hardys wasn't announced any further dates for TNA, but they also are signed through the summer, so hopefully we'll see what's next. I want to know if they're gonna actually do that Dudley match. You think? They don't need the titles for that, Dudley's and the Hardys. They don't need the titles for that.
Okay, I know Bubba
Willie.
can probably still
Yeah.
go, but I don't know. It's Divine. You know, he haven't really been wrestling in quite some time. Bubba made a
He been
couple
like
appearances.
managing his sons. I don't know if you saw their tag. They had a match recently, and I think it was in Vegas.
But I wouldn't. I'd be interested, just to watch it.
When was his last match? He's 52. He might can go. He's 52. His last match was a 6-man Extreme Rules match with Elijah and Bully Ray, and that was for IWC. That was in 2024, and literally a year ago.
Okay, so yeah, probably
Might
still can.
maybe.
I mean, but where would they do it at TNA?
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I can see it. Be a nostalgia, something I still tune in.
Team 3D is very popular in TNA. They had a run there.
It's going to be better. I know for sure it's going to be better than Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus the Brother of Destruction at Saudi Arabia.
We don't talk about Bruno, okay? Yeah, no, it better be. It's definitely going to be better than that match. That match was terrible.
But even
they
if the
limped
Hardys
out of there,
even if the Hardys contract is up, I don't see them going back to AEW. The only
definitely won't.
other option is official WWE contract.
Yeah, I think Matt said they was gonna do some WWE stuff this year. I don't know when that might be, but I think he did say that. I don't know if it was on his podcast or something. He was a clip of him going around saying that. Yeah, they won't go back to AEW. They are they do hold other tag titles for like a couple of indie promotions, but I don't know. The Hardys not gonna ride out like this, so especially not to the Nemeth brothers.
I can see them signing to WWE, but also having the freedom to go and wrestle other promotions.
I don't know about that now.
I mean, not big, not like
AEW. WWE don't get down like that.
I mean, you seen Natty and Bloodsports, just stuff like that, little small promotions you can.
They did that with Natty because they had her bench for so long. Apparently, they resigned her because they didn't want her to go AEW and be in the Owen Hart tournament. Imagine Natty show up at AEW in that Owen Hart tournament. Come on now, and she wins it.
Yeah. I think,
but they don't bench people. Remember, they don't bench people.
I think she'd be great in AEW.
I think I love what she just did in Bloodsport. And I love what she's gonna do in NWA too. She fits NWA so much,
and I can see that gimmick translating well on WWE. TV. She's a UFC fighter, like a MMA fighter.
A better Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
like she seemed dangerous. I would have had her on freaking Smackdown the next night or Raw, whatever. Yeah. Like, come on now, what?
U.S. champion, new U.S. champion, right there.
There you go,
Natty. But let's talk about anything else you want to talk about from TNA Rebellion. Anything that
the main event was kind of
yeah.
I'm not too big on Joe. I mean, I love Joe Hendry. Don't get me wrong, but him and Ethan Page, Kazarian, love Kazarian for years. Steve Macklin, Eric Young. That match was they kind of like got similar styles. Macklin won. I expected that. Cena and Saint. I'm waiting for them to get into the tag picture. I don't know if you see Judas Icarus and Travis Williams.
I'm curious to see who's next up.
Oh, speaking of TNA, your boy, his contract might be up soon. Ace Austin.
He did get a win. Him and Nebraska defeating the system, which I thought they was gonna lose this match. The system been
Moose pulling a double
since they had their little. Yeah, he did pull a double. Ever since they had their little meeting, they've been picking up wins as of late. So I kind of thought they was gonna get this win here, but
yep,
it's also the Rascals for the win. But
look, right when I feel like it's time. The main title picture.
No, yeah, that or NXT.
Oh yeah, well, of course I can see that too.
He'd be great at NXT.
But I don't think he leaves before his reunion with Chris. Because Chris, we all got hold out, but I don't think he put it on hold. I know everyone will be rooting for Chris Bay to come back, or when he come back, stuff like that. But if Ace does get the opportunity, I wonder if he will go to NXT or because he's only 28. He's won the X Division a couple of times, I think. Yeah. He's probably he's probably the one of the greatest in TNA right now. Oh yeah. Good event. They had a solid event. They had a solid event.
One of my favorite. Yeah, him and Mustafa Ali is one of my favorites in TNA right now. Right now, TNA has been cooking. I've been really invested in TNA. Like I've been watching it every Thursday.
Like we have the future of the X Division title picture like laid out right there. Yeah, Leon Slater, Sidney Hakeem. I like Sidney Hakeem. He's yeah, and also Casey Navarro.
Casey has been doing some great things.
He's been growing.
Yeah. And Hakeem, I mean, I knew he was a good in ring back in WWE, but the first match he came back with Moose last week. I'm like, oh, I forgot he can go. But
he was undefeated after leaving NXT. He was in GCW. I think he was like 20-0. He finally lost. Yeah.
I can see him being champion too. But to me, my pick was Leon Slater. I thought he was going to win.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's time for them to pull it on him. Yeah.
I can see him being if anybody's going to win the X Division champion next, I can see it being Leon Slater.
For sure.
Monday Night Raw. Kicking off, Papa H continued to ruin our hearts with these DQs. We had a great match developing in Rhea versus Roxanne, but it was ruined by DQ.
Julia.
Do you think they main roster bound, or you think they're just are they main roster bound?
I don't know, cause like what's going on with all these like Raw debut patches on the boots and stuff like that. I guess I don't know. That could have just been a debut, but like we've been seeing them on Raw.
I did read online that people who debut are gonna get that little patch, and then once the patch is gonna be put on a Topps card and sold. So I think
maybe they're just trying to get that going. Yeah,
I think it could be their main roster debut. They just probably haven't really made it official because now you got Julia involved. And you got Rhea involved. I mean, I almost said Io, but Io Sky involved. So it's kind of like you can't get away from that now. So I think it is main roster call up.
I mean, Raw's women division can use it.
If Julia lose to Jordan Grace at NXT, then I would probably say that means that's it for Julia at NXT.
I can see it. I don't think she was gonna stick around that long anyway, because she's, I mean, look, Io thrives, not really like speaking much, and I mean she's speaking now more, but Io thrives, Julia can thrive too. I can see Julia coming up. I also can see Roxanne coming up as well. So might as well bring both of them up.
I think Roxanne most definitely is. I don't think there's nothing else for Roxanne to do in NXT.
It's not. But also, what about Cora? I thought that's been Cora's spot where Julia brought up. Yeah.
But I think Cora gonna get called up, but I think she may go away from Roxanne, like may see on the future episode.
Maybe Smackdown. Yeah.
Yeah, because I just feel like she's
another NXT great that didn't win the NXT Women's title.
Yeah, and get put on the back burner. Could have been injury, but they wanted to focus on Julia, of course, and then Roxanne. I think Roxanne, they really like Roxanne, so they had to put Cora on the back burner.
Also, with Raw, Dakota Kai got benched.
Yeah, but yeah, do you think there's gonna be some cuts coming soon? Because it's a lot of wrestlers that they sign, and now it's like the roster is getting heavier and heavier. And I still think it's gonna be more signings to come.
I can see cuts coming soon, but I'm scared for who that might be because people online just be talking. They think Jakara might be one, and I'm like, I want a metaphor to get the women's tag title run. Come on,
I do believe the next cut is going to be some wrestlers that
love.
we love, and I think that's what I'm afraid to see because I
Mm-hmm.
know it's going to be wrestlers that we really like. What like a Dakota
Like they let
Kai.
them go. Ah.
Yeah, so I can see that, man. I can see that.
Especially with the returns that we just got. But like with the people that return, I want to see what they do with them because they was here before, didn't do nothing with them. Let's see how this goes. Especially like
That's why.
Rusev's.
That's why. I kind of. It's like the TNA deal. It's like I know WWE helping them build up, but that's why I want them to be back to where they used to be, so they can get some of these talent. Like it could be a cool place to go to. Like you look at TNA, you be like, I think I can bring my name there and go sign there because, like I said, TNA has been building something special. Like the match has been great, the pay per view's been great. I could say the shows could be a little bit longer, an hour and 30 minutes. It's like, come on now,
I
like.
think TNA lacking in like their main title pictures for both the men and the women. And I feel like
But
if they can build those two out, they'd be good.
yeah, I think the women's right
Tag division
now,
always been good at TNA. I told you
yeah,
that when we went. Yeah.
the women's right now is great because you got Tessa and Marsha. But after that, then that's where
Who?
it needs to come.
Yep.
And for the men's, it's like Joe Hendry, and he need his rival,
Mm-hmm.
like somebody we can look back and be like that was a good feud.
Somebody that can make this ring. Like, okay, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
So next up, we got Logan Paul calling out Jake Uso for the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeet.
Get my Bloodline shirt.
We
So
rocking the
you
wrestling revolver today.
this we thought I thought it was gonna be Bronson Reed, but we could probably gonna get Logan Paul as the first challenger for Jay Uso World
And
Heavyweight
he better
Champion.
not win.
That's a chance,
It's a chance.
but it's gonna
But I
be
like they giving Logan his first crack at the title. That's pretty cool, right?
it's gonna be cool. I think those two can do great things. Like I said, I haven't seen a bad Logan Paul match yet.
Yeah.
It's a nice little way to introduce Logan Paul into the main title scene. But I know at the end of the day, he's going to win the main title soon. It's
Rather than
just
later. Yep.
is it going to be this soon, like knocking out Jey Uso?
I don't want. I'm not tuning in. Not yet. I mean, I don't care. At least it ain't like it's the main title, but it's still it's the workhorse title, I'll say. So I
But
don't know.
I don't think this match has been made official. But I can see the way Raw played out. I can see this
It's
match
definitely gonna
happening at
happen.
Backlash.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now it's just all about how the finish was going to be
Or some
because
Saturday night main event that they got coming up. I don't know.
they did announce Saturday Night Main Event for May 25th. I
Because
think.
they got the Cena and Orton match. I don't know if they're gonna put both of them on the same night.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. But yeah, they may advertise it for Saturday Night Main Event because that's 2 weeks after Backlash. That could be the main event of that
Like
show.
they're sad. Not gonna say sad events, but like they're not the big three, but they only do like what 5 matches on them PLEs, I think.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
5 to 6.
Yep.
So yeah, I can see it happening then. But yeah, to me, it's all about how it finished. Like you gonna have whether Jey Uso go over clean or disqualifications. So I'm pretty curious to see what they go with this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Logan Paul was not my option as the first challenge for Jey Uso World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't think. I wonder how Bronson's doing. I wonder if he's gonna return soon. Cause I could definitely see that feud happening.
Yeah.
Maybe that's next for Jay. We'll see.
Or you can have him return at Backlash and just whoop both of their ass.
I'd love to see that too.
Yeah. Next up, speaking of Backlash, we got this match made official: Becky Lynch versus Lara for the IC champion. We finally got Lara to talk. And she did good.
And she did good. She did good. I'm not
really
gonna lie.
damn
She did
good.
really good. I wasn't even thinking about birds while I'm listening to them. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Bird lady can talk.
I was shocked. I was like, "Man, she talking?"
She told Becky, "Shut the hell up!" Like, oh,
And she did good. So I believe I'm kind of invested in this feud now because I feel like this can be the turning point to use Becky to boost Lyra up. You
or
know,
especially this title reign. Oh yeah, for sure.
because ever since she won the championship, she been having good matches, but she really never had a great feud to look back on. I think this can be that.
Or nothing really just built up. Yeah, like you said, like a feud for this. Who she? She beat Dakota Kai, she beat Ivy now and Raquel, but none of these like something that's built into something.
Yeah.
The first one's here, so I'm excited to see how it turn out.
Yeah. I just hope that the plan is not to put the belt on Becky Lynch because this is how you build stars, you know, like I mean, I'll be cool with Becky eventually winning, but I need this match to finish clean. I need Lyra to get her first, significant win, pinning Becky Lynch in the middle of the ring at Backlash to
Oh
retain the
yeah,
IC champion. Yeah, you just can't mess with
that's
this.
what's best for business, and I feel like
Yeah,
that's what they should do.
because you got fans
We don't
on
want Becky
on the
Hogan.
fence with Lyra. You got 50% that be like, nah, and you got the other 50 that's kind of invested. So to win some more over, you got to nail this finish.
Clean victory over Becky.
So, yeah, but we ain't gonna give you guys our prediction yet. We're gonna say that for next week. But we did get Stephanie on Monday Night Raw. She defeated Ivy now.
I
That
think
match was pretty
Stephanie
good.
Vaquero is probably the top 5 women wrestler right now in the world.
Yeah. Well, definitely, yeah. She is. But yeah, that match was solid. We can move past it though.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Nothing really happened with that one. Stephanie got the win.
The next one kind of caught me off guard because this guy went from champion to fighting with the commentary team. That's Gunther versus Pat McAfee at Backlash. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. And is match been made official too? Wait, is it official? I think it's official, right? Yeah, he told him.
Official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 3 matches at Backlash so far, right? Pat McAfee, Gunther, Lyra, and Becky, John Cena, Orton.
And John Cena
okay,
and Orton.
So.
Yeah, those are 3 matches that's locked in right now.
Pat gave a good promo though. I'll give him that. He did really good.
It's crazy. He cut a better promo than Ricochet.
Okay, you can't keep disrespecting Ricochet, all right? Ricochet is killing it right now. He's one of the top heels in AEW. You gotta watch his work.
Complain
on Twitter.
Week
That's his gimmick right now. You gotta watch him.
It's like, oh, shut up.
You gotta watch him. He just put on a banger of a tag match yesterday too. So you gotta watch the dub. Come on, man. When we get off this, you gotta go watch that tonight.
Look,
You're gonna be there in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna be there on the 14th.
We got a cage match. Not only that, we watching Dynamite and Collision, so it's gonna be like 4-hour show.
So look, AEW, if you listening, that May 14th is gonna be y'all chance to win me back because I've been away. I'm gonna give y'all one last chance.
Just like TNA won you back in when we went, AEW's next for you. They got you.
But the only thing with AEW to me is if I miss a show, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like
that's the alternative though. The
storylines. I'm a storyline guy. I like to know what's going on. Like if
stuff going on. They just like having matches that people like, oh damn, that was a banger. And they got the roster for it.
I have nothing against it. Like every once in a while I want to see a random match. That's cool, but it's like not every week. Like you getting away from the story. Like we gotta still continue that story. Like you had Swerve. I think he had Swerve win number contender. Then next week he's fighting somebody else that had nothing to do with the story. It's like
it depends on what you're talking about. I don't see.
But yeah, May 14th. I'm gonna get him one last
You'll
shot.
you'll get back in. You got it.
So maybe I
You
will.
gotta
We
come. You
got
gotta
some.
come and say hello to your CEO. You know, that's all. It's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. But like I said, it's some guys over there that I really mess with heavy. Like Bobby Lashley been one of my favorites.
They got that. They got
Um,
Bobby looking like a killer. Just he hemmed up MJF last night.
so
MJF shit himself.
MVP was one of my favorites growing up. So
Oh,
yeah. I mean, May 14th. I'm gonna see what's to it. Maybe once basketball wrap up, I can give them my Wednesday. Because Wednesday is when I watch playoffs.
Mhm.
Yeah, but back to this Gunther versus Pat, obvious. Gunther's got to go over, right?
I mean, I wouldn't. Hopefully, they wouldn't bury a guy after he just carried a world title for him. But
Well, could this
yeah,
be a way to exit Pat McAfee for a while, send him away for a while?
because I mean, what's
Why
starting
would
up?
you do this? Like, what's the purpose of this match?
Yeah, I'm like, what's because football's not starting up. College football's over with. Football's over with. So what else is Pat gonna? Unless he's doing something else that we don't really know about. I don't know.
You just
Playoffs.
yeah, this feud just really came out of nowhere. Like, it's really confusing to me.
Yeah,
Like
random.
you said, losing your world heavyweight champion, now you
And
feuding
you
with the
beefing with Pat?
commentary.
Come on now.
But last thing about Monday Night Raw, we seen Seth Rollins and company try to convince Sami Zayn to either join, no, not really join, either to just
Go to
see his
SmackDown, right?
vision or go to SmackDown and get a crack at the WWE champion. And Sami told him no. And Sami Zayn
I'll come to muscle.
paid the consequences. Here come Braun Breaker for the
Brian
win.
Breaker looked good too.
Yeah, he did. Man, he's that solo run when he turned on. I know it's coming. I'm not even gonna think about him turning on Seth Rollins because I just know it's coming. So I'm gonna focus on now. But
And
those
when he
two
do turn
guys,
him, he could be the most over baby face in the company.
yeah. But those two guys look great together, man.
Oh
I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
I can't wait to see who else join them though.
I read reports that's it. I don't think nobody else gonna join them.
Think so?
I mean, I would hope somebody
So
would,
the
but
story gonna be just Braun overcoming Seth? I don't know.
I mean, I think so.
But Paul Heyman's in it, so I know they're gonna cook. We're just gonna have to wait and see, right?
Yeah. So
Roman got PTO again.
but I think this Sami Zayn was insurance cause Roman Reigns put his PTO in. Because now you got a story where you can have CM Punk team up with Sami Zayn because Roman's not going to be around.
You know what? I mean, if it's not Braun, I think Sammy wins next year at Royal Rumble. It's time.
I do see him. I don't see him winning the WWE champion, but I do see him getting the World Heavyweight champion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do see that. And I can see that happening this year.
I don't see anybody else getting that WWE championship off of like what's besides maybe a Cody. I don't even see Seth getting it.
It's, to me, I feel like that's like the main, like that's
That's
if you win that
prestige.
champion, you want who's going to be on the
face,
posters doing
yeah.
interviews, the face of WWE. And right now it's Cody, Roman, John Cena.
I don't see Seth. I don't see Punk either. I don't know.
I mean, I can see Punk just off his name,
Yeah.
and I can even see Seth. But it's got to be somebody who they got lined up for the next face of the company. That could be anybody. We really don't know who Triple H got lined up to be the next. So right now, to me, it could be Dominic Mysterio. He got all the intangibles. He can.
You saw him ask Pierce, not Pierce. You saw him ask all Nick Aldis for some PTO. He's like, yeah, I need time off too. He's like, for what? Dom is hilarious.
That's to me. That's like the great thing about the future of WWE because we don't know who's gonna be the future face to hold that prestige WWE.
They got the young talent. development a month.
Definitely
Yeah.
do. Most definitely do. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's next. That's the next page of this. Where this feud go, where this partnership goes with Seth Rollins, Brian Breaker, and Paul Heyman. But I do think Sammy got involved because Roman put PTO in.
Oh yeah.
And now with Money in the Bank after Backlash, I'm curious to see could Seth Rollins win Money in the Bank again or Brian Breaker.
It's either or.
Yeah.
I don't know if they use Seth in a Money in the Bank match though. He probably gonna have some big match going on.
Or I could see that can be I could see Brian winning the Money in the Bank, and then Seth, try to politic his way, and that's how those two can really,
That's how the turn happened. Brian cash in on Seth.
Or
I can see that.
Cash in on Jay. Well, or Seth could win down the line, and then, like you said, he can cash in on Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We got to have to wait and see, man. It's gonna be a hell of a year.
I'm excited. Like they said, we at the beginning of the season. I'm excited to see what they draw up for the end. I don't know though. That's the thing. You just don't know what feuds are gonna go. What's gonna be what? I feel like going into Mania, you know the picture, but you don't know what's gonna happen. And then after Mania, it's like, all right, now what?
Yeah, anything is possible.
Anything.
One thing we know for sure, Roman always gonna take off. So we know we're not gonna see him till SummerSlam.
One thing is for sure, Roman's not gonna show.
For sure.
And the final boss as well.
Yeah, man.
No comment on that guy.
I want to see him come back. He kind of his whole. I ain't watched a few interviews with Pat McAfee, but his reason of not showing was he wanted the moment for John Cena. But for me, I think
I feel like he needed the show.
With some power struggle between creative with him and Triple H.
Think he tried to, like people say, he tried to throw H under the bus a little bit there. Yeah.
I read reports that he didn't want Cena to turn heel. He wanted Cody.
Oh.
So it could be, like a power struggle with creative. But, this man got a bunch of stories he gotta tie up. We still don't know about the Cody selling his soul. We don't even have a tie with the bloodline between him and Roman Reigns. Like, we don't have nothing. We don't have the little heel stable with John Cena. There's so much.
Nothing paid off for anything he showed up for. Yeah, nothing. We had no payoffs.
The only payoff
I'm surprised he even finished up and showed up for that tag match at Mania last year, honestly.
Yeah. But that's only because he wanted to fucking have a win.
Yeah.
And beat Cody.
Yeah.
So it's just like The Rock is great, but man, I'm out.
Keep him away from your TV for a little while.
Yeah, because like every time he shows up, he gets us excited. Like he really ruined WrestleMania. That messed WrestleMania main event for us because we always
think so. Rock.
That's on us. That's on us for
I thought he was on show too. And then Fiend, get this guy out of here.
We really were looking forward to seeing chaos with The Rock and all that stuff because that's what came out at the Chamber, did all that. And if that's not to happen, it's like, how do we tie up these stories?
Like, and you had everybody invested after the Elimination Chamber too. Like everyone was there, like, holy shit, like The Rock, Cena, and then boom, drop the ball.
So next time I see him,
turn your TV off.
I ain't be all that happy. I ain't gonna turn my TV off, but just like, I'm not gonna have faith into you to hold up your end of the bargain.
Understood.
Like at least keep it real, like John Cena. Like my man said, you got these dates.
And I'm out.
After these dates, you're not gonna see me no more. And I believe him. I really do believe John Cena. Once he finishes,
I think he's out of there. Definitely,
he's not gonna wrestle no more. He may have, appearances here and there, but I don't think he's gonna ever wrestle again.
I don't know. I don't know if Cena can stay away from the game like that. Like he ain't Steve Austin. Steve Austin doesn't care. You saw that they said that as soon as he did his little promo for the main event, they said he didn't even stay to watch the main event. He just left. They said that man went home. I think he really invested.
Yeah, who think Cena
Stone
really
Cold.
invested?
No, Stone Cold. He's not invested at all. He's like, all right, I'm
Oh,
out of here.
nah. He basically only showed up because he was in the Hall of Fame with Bret Hart. That's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
If he wasn't going to the Hall of Fame for that match, I don't think he would have been nowhere near Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Unless they gave him I think he had a meet and greet. I think he was there for the meet and greet. They probably threw him a bag. But yeah, I really do think Cena's gonna be gone. I don't think Saudi can throw him a bag and he'll wrestle. Cause I think he got Hollywood money. He don't need money.
He don't need it. Yeah, he'll be fine.
So yeah, at least Rock can be like Cena. Just give us dates that you want to work.
Let's work around it or something.
Yeah, but you can't just leave storylines. Not even to finish stuff. Like we don't even know. The bloodline just kind of just went away.
It is. I think that's the end of the bloodline. Let me look and see. Usually cage matches like kind of like tell us. Let's see if the bloodline, they got like an end date for them. Sorry, I'm just looking. I'll see. Bloodline. Yep. 2024. That's for the original bloodline. That's for the bloodline. Yep, 2024. So I guess that's when the bloodline officially died, right? And 2025 for the other one. Oh, so that's it.
So yeah, man, Rock left a bad taste in wrestling fans' mouth.
The bloodline carried, man.
Yeah,
good times.
But man, I'm happy to see what Triple H got in store for us for the remainder of this year. First stop is Backlash, followed by Money in the Bank, and then SummerSlam. Got a couple of Saturday night main event as well. So yeah, it's gonna be an exciting time for WWE. Change things up a bit.
Yeah, and it's also a couple of title rings that we don't know how they're gonna play out. So I'm excited to see how they do. We got Jacob, we got Jay. Who else is there? Who's the IC title?
IC title is Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic, yeah, I'm definitely. That's when I'm really excited. Oh, him and AJ. I don't think that's gonna be next for him too. He saw AJ say, "I think I got something in mind. I want to see. Hopefully, he beat AJ, but I want to see a good little Dominic run. Give him a significant win."
I'm curious what they're gonna do with the tag team champion now that Liv supposed to be going off away for a movie.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so
and they have to win it back. So I wonder they're gonna drop it soon. But she asked for the PTO.
She got it. You got approved.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's all we got for you guys here today on the Hill of Fates podcast. I am one half of the Suplex Sibling, HoodieMikey, and my boy
WillyB. So
make sure you guys tune in. YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We slowly growing.
Subscribe.
Head over to Apple Podcast, should I say. 5-star, like it, put us in rotation, and also do the same thing on Spotify. Follow our TikTok and Instagram. Everything will be in the bio. Any last word?
We're gonna get you watching some AEW. That's my words right there.
Look, I'm gonna stay away until May 14th. May 14th. That's
come on.
My first time watching AEW in a while.
You screw up.
So if anybody watching, it's gonna be AEW in Chicago. Make sure you say what's up. You see us. We will be free to chat with anybody. Take pictures, do all that stuff.
Yep.
So that's it for us. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.